And welcome to another episode of Jitangani with the Sounds Ngoma. Today we're going to be talking about multi-band processes. Without further wasting any time, let's get to it. Ooh. So today I'm going to be working on a song that I did with Danny Beats. Kalo. I felt like it's a perfect song for what I want to show you. So I'm going to be showing you how I utilize multi-band processes. Instead of just using a compressor to squash the whole dynamic range, you can choose a range where you want to squash in your frequency. So this is a very, very powerful tool to a point where you can sidechain it. You can have multi-bands with EQ. You can do a lot of things with them. So for me, when I encountered multi-bands, it made my life so easy. This is a tool that I use mostly on most of my mixes when I'm sidechaining my kicks to my bass, just to isolate that frequency. Let me show you a basic multiband. So what you're looking on the screen here is a basic multiband dynamic. So you will see that we have 4 bands. So we have the low band, we have the mid, we have the high mids, and then we have the high band. And then you can affect them differently. So for example, what you will get on a normal dynamic processor, you get a threshold, you get your gain, your attack, and your release. You have your slope, which is basically like your knee, and then you have your depth, how much you want that. And the cool thing about it is you can go and solo each and every frequency and listen to each and every frequency how you want it. Cool. So let me play the song. Cool. So basically that's the song. So if I go to my drums, I'm gonna mute most of these and just listen. So just listening to the drums. So if I go there, I can change which section if I want to just affect my subs. And sometimes you might want to treat this area differently too. I usually do this, so I'll go there, probably just find my. I recommend that you wear headphones for this. If you're listening on your phone or small earphones, you're not gonna hear what I'm actually doing. So please, either you're in the studio or just wear headphones. And then my attack, I can just go there and choose quick attack. Depending. You know what I mean? And then listen to that. I just put it in like one range instead of it jumping up and down all the time, right? Cool. And then release, you play around with this, and then you can kind of like choose the depth and affects it differently. And then you can have like a kind of, this is like a gain, which is kind of like your EQ feature. So if I want more of that bass, I can go and do that. If I want to take less, so you can affect you can kind of like carve your sound. So if I go to this, so this is where my drums is. This is where I want a lot of attack. So my threshold is a little bit low. I'm probably gonna go here. This is where the meat, the kick. This is where the kick is kicking at. So if I pull back on that, let's play around with that tag. And we pull that back a little bit. mostly dirty frequencies that I don't actually like. And the peak attack, quick release. There's a lot of noise, but there's my hi-hats here, so I gotta be careful because I want my hi-hats to come out a little bit. And that snap of the top of the snare. So basically, so if you listen to this, very open, not together, just feel it together. So you can kind of like hear the difference. So basically what it does is just each and every section I can compress it differently depending on what element I'm looking for. So for the drums I'll cover it differently, for the vocal I'll cover it if it's I put it on a vocal. So you can zone in at different so this I use mostly on my basses, I use on individual instruments, I even use this on my, so I'll show you now if I go to my master bass, I can use it on my master bass to kind of like cover my sound. Right, so for example you get like really advanced. If you look at my bass, this is my bass channel right here. I have a C6 side chain which is here, which is being fed from the kick. So you can see this is another multi-band, same kind of like controls. If you look at it, a little bit advanced. So here I can do the similar thing that I can do there, but what I can do here is I can go basically, for example, if I listen to this, I'm gonna do that. So if you listen to my bass, that's basically my bass there, you know. And then if I put in the kick, so I want my bass to kind of like die with my kick. Listen to what happens when I see now. I'm actually only just ducking this frequency, which is bass 1, which is this bass is feeding this side chain. Now I can, instead of just compressing the whole range, I can only just zone in into this frequency, and that's the only frequency that's getting affected. So if you listen to the effect of it, you can see that. So if I pull it down, I can make it over. It feels my kick just comes in a little bit. So if I, you know what I mean, struggles to just pop through a little bit. So you can do this on vocals, you can do this on reverbs, you can do it on anything. So it's just a tool that's very, you know, very helpful. For example, if I go to my bass, to my sub, so if I show you how I'll use it in the sub, let me just pull maybe a C6 on the bass. I'll pull up a C6.
Check the gene in their cinder. You see no more song on Gina. I'm too strong in their gym, my boy.
So can hear I can cover what frequencies I don't want now that I'm listening to the whole mix. I can, because the thing is, if I use an EQ, that means I'm taking them out. So there's certain places when certain words are being said or certain instruments that are playing that I want to control. For example, when I say the T's and the S's, it kind of like comes out. So I just want it to drop a little bit. The basses, when it goes to the higher notes, there's more energy. I just want it to pull it down a little bit. So there's certain things that you can do, and it feels like it's making your music kind of like bounce, you know. So if you listen to so you can hear I'm just dealing with a little bit of those low ends. I can go to my high and kind of like fix where I want it to be. So multi-bands are very great tool that I use all the time. You can use it on anything just to carve your sound. That's just to tone your sound. If you want things to be compressed, if you want to bring out things, if you just want dynamic range. Because sometimes just compressing the whole sound is not what you usually want. Sometimes you just want to give out the body. So instead of just going and compressing your high frequencies, which means it's going to make them come out very harsh, you can leave them and just deal with the range that you want. So I hope you guys learned something from me today with multi-bands. If you have any questions, you can drop them on the comments below. Thank you again for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for engaging with all the with the content. Again, engage with us on all social media. It sounds Angoma. Peace.